Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Learning Key, where learning English is easy and fun. I'm Anna.
Hello, Anna, and hello to all our wonderful listeners. It's great to be here again.
It really is. How are you today, David?
I'm doing very well, thank you. I'm excited about tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow? What's happening tomorrow?
Well, that's exactly what we're talking about today. The future.
Ah, I see. That's right. Today's topic is talking about tomorrow, learning the future tense.
Excellent. This will help everyone speak about their plans, dreams, and what they will do.
Yes, we use the future tense all the time when we talk about what's coming next. Before we begin, we have a small request for everyone listening.
Yes, if you enjoy learning English with us, please take a moment to give us a like and subscribe to English Learning Key.
That's right. And don't forget to share this episode with your friends who are learning English too.
Your support means a lot to us. Thank you.
Okay, now let's start our lesson. Let's talk about tomorrow.
Great. So, when we talk about tomorrow, next week, or next year, we are talking about the future.
Right. The future means the time that has not happened yet, what we expect will happen.
For example, tomorrow I will go to work. That's a sentence in the future tense.
Ah, I see. The word will is very important.
That's right. Let's start with the word will. It's one of the easiest and most common ways to talk about the future.
So, how do we use it?
It's simple. You just say will plus the base form of the verb.
Can you give us an example?
Sure. I will eat breakfast tomorrow. She will study English tonight. We will visit our friends on Sunday.
Oh, that's easy. Will doesn't change. It's the same for I, you, he, she, we, and they.
Exactly. The structure is very simple. Subject plus will plus verb.
So, I can say, I will cook dinner, or they will travel to Spain.
Perfect.
What about the negative form?
Great question. The negative form is will not, or the shorter form, won't.
Ah, won't. For example, I won't be late tomorrow. She won't eat fast food. They won't go to the party.
Exactly. Won't is very common in speaking.
And how do we make a question with will?
Easy. Put will at the beginning. Will you go to the gym tomorrow? Will she study tonight? Will they come to the meeting?
Perfect. So, statement, I will study. Negative, I won't study. Question, will I study?
You got it.
Okay, let's practice. David, what will you do tomorrow?
Tomorrow I will go for a run in the morning. Then I will work on some new lesson ideas for our podcast.
That sounds great. I will go grocery shopping in the morning and cook something healthy for lunch.
Nice. What will you cook?
I think I will make vegetable soup.
Yum. Can I come over?
Sure, I'll make extra.
See how easy it is? You just use will to talk about tomorrow or the future.
Yes, we can also say, I will visit my family next weekend, or we will watch a movie tonight.
That's right. It's so simple. Just will plus the verb.
Now, sometimes we use will not just for plans, but for predictions, things we think might happen.
Exactly. Predictions are guesses about the future. For example, it will rain tomorrow. People will travel to Mars one day. You will speak English very well if you practice every day.
Oh, I like that one. You will speak English very well. That's a positive prediction.
Yes, it's nice to use will when we want to encourage someone.
So we can use will to talk about what we think. Like, I think it will be sunny tomorrow. I think people will eat more healthy food in the future.
Exactly. When you see or believe something, you can use will to talk about your opinion of the future.
But sometimes we don't use will, right? Sometimes we use going to.
Yes, that's another way to talk about the future. Going to is very common, especially for plans or intentions.
What's the difference between will and going to?
Good question. We use will for decisions we make at the moment, or for predictions. We use going to when we have already decided to do something, when we have a plan.
Ah, I see. So, for example, I will open the window. I just decided now. I'm going to visit my grandmother this weekend. It's already planned.
Exactly.
Let's make more examples. I'm going to cook dinner tonight. They're going to travel to London next month. She's going to study medicine.
Perfect. And the negative form is not going to.
Like, I'm not going to eat junk food, or he's not going to be late.
Exactly. And for questions, we say, are you going to watch a movie tonight? Is she going to visit her parents? What are you going to do tomorrow?
Easy.
Let's practice real conversations about tomorrow.
Okay, I'll start. David, what are you going to do tomorrow morning?
Tomorrow morning, I'm going to go running in the park. How about you?
I'm going to meet my friend for coffee. Then I'll study a little English.
That sounds nice. What about the afternoon?
I'll probably go shopping. I need to buy some fruit and vegetables.
I see. I'm going to clean my house in the afternoon. It really needs it.
Me too. I'll clean my kitchen.
Great. And what will you do in the evening?
I think I'll watch a movie and relax.
Nice plan. I'll read a book before bed.
See? We just used both will and going to.
Exactly. That's how people really speak about tomorrow, using both forms naturally.
We learned about will and going to. But are there any other words for the future?
Yes, there are a few more. For example, shall. We use it sometimes, especially in formal English, or with I and we.
Like, shall we go?
Exactly. Shall we go for lunch? Or I shall call you tomorrow?
That sounds a bit formal.
It is, but it's still good to know.
What about might?
Ah, yes. Might is used when we're not sure about the future. For example, it might rain tomorrow. I might go to the gym later.
So it's like, maybe.
Exactly. Maybe and might both mean we're not 100% sure.
So maybe I'll visit my friend tomorrow. I might visit my friend tomorrow.
Perfect. Both are great for uncertain plans.
Let's look at how to pronounce these future forms clearly.
Good idea. When we speak fast, I will often becomes I'll.
Right. I'll go. I'll call you. I'll help you.
And you will becomes you'll. He will becomes he'll. They will becomes they'll.
So they'll visit tomorrow. He'll be happy. You'll see.
Exactly. These short forms sound natural in conversation.
And with going to, people often say gonna in fast, casual speech.
Yes, so I'm going to eat becomes I'm gonna eat.
She's gonna call you. We're gonna watch a movie.
Exactly. But remember, write going to, not gonna in formal English.
Let's make this fun. I'll say a sentence, and you tell me if it's about a plan, a decision, or a prediction.
Okay, I'm ready.
I'll open the door.
That's a decision you made now. Use will.
Correct. I'm going to study medicine.
That's a plan. Going to.
Great. I think it will rain tomorrow.
Prediction. Will.
Excellent. You're ready for an English quiz show.
Maybe one day we'll do that. English Learning Key, the game.
That would be fun.
Let's show our listeners how to use the future tense in a longer conversation.
Okay, let's plan the weekend together.
Sure. What are you going to do on Saturday?
I'm going to visit my parents in the morning. What about you?
I'll probably stay home and relax. Maybe I'll watch a movie.
That sounds nice. On Sunday, I'll go hiking with my friends.
Oh, hiking. That sounds fun. I think I'll join you.
Really? Great. It will be nice to walk in nature.
Yes, it will. I think the weather will be sunny.
Perfect. Let's bring some snacks and water.
Good idea. I'll bring fruit and sandwiches.
And I'll bring water and sunscreen.
Great. Sounds like a plan.
See, everyone, that's how we naturally use the future tense to make plans.
Okay, let's review what we learned today.
Step 1. We use will plus verb to talk about the future for decisions, offers, or predictions.
Step 2. We use going to for plans or intentions, things we already decided.
Step 3. We can use might or maybe when we're not sure.
Step 4. Use contractions to sound natural. I'll, you'll, we'll, they'll.
Step 5. Practice talking about tomorrow.
Yes, answer these questions in your notebook or out loud. First question, what will you do tomorrow morning? Second question, what are you going to eat for lunch? Third question, what will you do in the evening? Last question, what's one thing you might do next weekend?
Practice using will, going to, and might.
And remember, practice makes perfect.
Wow, time really flies. We learned so much about the future today.
Yes, talking about tomorrow helps you sound more natural in English.
And it helps you share your plans, your dreams, and your goals.
Exactly. English is not just about grammar, it's about communication.
Before we go, we'd love to hear from you.
Yes, leave a comment and tell us, what will you do tomorrow? Or, what are you going to do this weekend?
Writing your answer in English is great practice.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share English Learning Key with your friends.
Let's help everyone learn English and talk confidently about tomorrow.
Thank you, Anna. That was a great lesson.
Thank you, David, and thank you to all our listeners. Until next time, goodbye.
Bye for now. See you in the next episode.